Welcome back to Cowboys Talk with L-Dub. When you see the chain, we won the game. So Cowboy Nation, happy Victory Friday. So where do I start? Very entertaining game yesterday. I appreciate the Cowboys for not ruining our Thanksgiving yesterday. But no, it was a pretty good game yesterday, back and forth game yesterday. As we pretty much knew that the offense was going to bring the A game. It was wondering whether the defense was going to continue to do the things that they have done the past two games. And they stepped up to the challenge and for the most part kept Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense under control. On third downs, one of the things I said that they needed to get off the field. And they did that a lot in that game yesterday. And granted, when Chiefs went for it on fourth down, they converted. I think they actually converted on all of them. But when we needed stops, the defense were able to get the stops. Patrick Mahomes, as we all know, is a slippery quarterback. There was a couple of those plays I was like, Quentin Williams had him by the foot, and he got out. Then Clowney almost had him, and he got out and still managed to launch the ball down the field. But overall, a great team effort, and CeeDee Lamb strikes back. I was like, at the end of the day, it was no doubt on CeeDee Lamb. And he had one bad game with the drops, and I guess two bad games when he had the Philly game, the first Philly game, when he had those drops in that game as well. But the CeeDee Lamb, like we've seen way too many good CeeDee Lambs than bad CeeDee Lambs. So as a fan of the Cowboys, there was no doubt in my mind that CeeDee wasn't going to be CeeDee. So and then George Pickens going to be George Pickens. That one play when he caught the ball and turned, stop on a dime, turn up the field and hurdle the guy, I was like, geez. Had he scored, that would have been an incredible ending to that play. But I love I don't know about you guys, but I feel something different is with this team than years past. The way that they fight, the way that they stick together, the way that the camaraderie of this team, and the way they don't quit. In years past, we would have seen a Cowboys team that just gave up and quit, especially in that Eagles game when it was 21-0. That game started off reminding me a little bit of the Green Bay Packers playoff game. But this team right here, they have a resurgence and they have that don't quit mentality. The defense, we're starting to turn that bend but don't break. But at the end of the day, like I said, when we needed stops, our defense showed up and got stops. So if they can continue to stack these wins and build on top of that. We got another challenge with Detroit. I'm still, granted, I know they lost yesterday, but I'm still not going to sleep on those guys. They're still the Detroit Lions. So I'm looking forward to that game. And if we can pull that one out as well, then, what we can do, at least for the most part, we can control our own destiny. We went out, and then granted, we're going to more than likely need help along the way. But I don't even want the team to focus on that. Focus on the things that they can control. And what they can control from here on out now is continue to stack these wins, continue to play for one another, and continue to dominate like they have been, and just keep their head up and just ride this thing on out and continue to hone in on their skills and in the practice and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to see what these guys can do moving forward, and as they prepare for the Detroit Lions, head to Detroit and take on the Detroit Lions. But I like what I've been seeing. I don't know about the rest of Cowboys Nation, but I'm pretty sure y'all seen y'all inbox or y'all been looking online and seeing these Chiefs fans crying about calls and stuff like that. It's crazy because when the Cowboys win, there's always a ref help us out. But then if we lose, we either suck or we just lost the game. I'm so sick and tired of the excuses. Like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of teams I dislike, a fan base I dislike. But if I can, if the team win the game, hey, I give them their props and they keep it pushing. But it's crazy when it always comes to the Dallas Cowboys. There's always an excuse when we win or win these games. Like there's no, like even in the Philly game, we came back from a 21-0 deficit. You telling me that the refs helped us up the whole time, and that's how we was able to come back in that game? No. So when they were Philly was turning the ball over, that had nothing to do with us being able to come back in that game or the momentum swinging in the game. So no, I'm not trying to hear none of that nonsense about the refs help, the ref help. And then Kansas City Chiefs fans are the last ones to be talking about the refs help, because that was the theme of their season last season was the ref help. So I know you guys, I'm not the only one to see it or been getting it. But hey, it's a great day to be a Cowboys fan. But if you like the content, like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow. And remember, win, lose, or draw, it's about that star. Peace.